Tonight, we finally got a deeper look inside of Madden 20's brand new game mode QB1. I am super excited as this mode is the first thing we have had in Madden in years that resembles the old Superstar game modes. I went ahead and gathered as much information as I could, including some in-game Madden 20 screenshots as well as some in-game footage to put everything together for those that are excited as me for this brand new game mode. So go ahead, get some popcorn, sit back and relax and enjoy this breakdown of the new QB1 mode coming this summer in Madden 20. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and click a like on the button as well. And of course, before we dive on in, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Missing that key player on your team and do not have the coins to afford them? Make sure you check out Buy My Coins for instant Madden coins and always use code SAVAGE for 10% off. When you start your journey in the QB1 game mode, you are presented with signing day where you go ahead and choose which of the 10 colleges in the mode you want to attend. I love that we get that choice. We aren't forced to play at a school that we don't want to. It gives us full control over our created player from the very start. This is a huge deal for anyone who loves playing career modes regardless of the game. We are writing our own story from start to finish. Once you choose your school, you are then able to play in the college football playoffs, and the piece of information that was revealed in the stream blew my mind. I'm about to play the clip from the stream for you guys with the information that was revealed. Warning though, their mic was kinda staticky.
Where people are going to get to choose one of these 10 schools, play through this past year's national championship, the playoff in Dallas. Hopefully they get to Santa Clara for the national championship. There's no guarantees.
Did you hear that? There is no guarantee you get to play in the national championship, meaning that this is a legitimate career mode. There is no second chances. Once you lose, and I love it. A big reason why I'm a fan of this is because this means everyone's story will be different to some degree. I would hate to play this mode by myself, then watch someone else play it and the storyline is identical. That would be like watching the same movie more than once, unless it's Endgame because I've already watched it 10 times and it's only been out a week. The whole point regarding this clip though is that EA put time into this mode. It was said multiple times in the stream tonight that everything matters when it comes down to actions you make while you play this mode, and it even comes down to how you perform in games. The better you do in the playoffs, the higher you will get drafted. If you get first rounded, obviously your draft grade will go down. I am too pumped to play this mode. Now here is an in-game screenshot of you warming up with one of your friends you make on your journey through the QB1 game mode. You and him are warming up before the college football championship in this screenshot. Mind you, making it to the championship game is no guarantee. So if I were to lose in the first round of the playoffs, would I ever see the option to play in this warm-up drill with my friend? That just makes me want to play this mode even more and intentionally lose to see if I completely skip this part of the story. There is just way too much I want to explore in this mode, and I honestly cannot wait to play it. Now, as you go through the mode and get closer to making it into the NFL, you actually get to partake in the combine. That is so dope. This actually gives you like the real feel of living in the shoes of an NFL hopeful, and you are actually seeing a clip of what the combine looks like right now. The combine can also help you and hurt you depending on how you perform. If you have a great playoffs and perform poorly through the combine, it affects your story. And if you have a not so great playoffs but finish top tier in the combine, that also affects your story. For every action, there is a counter action, which gives a real feel to the mode. This of course plays the role of making it possible for everyone to have a different story. Now let's go ahead and talk about some more of the customization features in this mode. You can choose a specific archetype when you play through this mode. It wasn't specifically said if it was in the very beginning or after the college championship. Just know at some point you select an archetype for your quarterback. Your archetype is actually a crucial selection as it depicts which superstar abilities you can get, which are new into Madden this year. If you are unaware of what superstar abilities are, they essentially are unique to players based on their playstyle and archetype and can give you a little boost in-game while you're playing. It will be interesting to see if your archetype actually impacts who drafts you. Obviously, when teams go into the draft, they're drafting players that will go and fit their scheme to help them win games. So, if you choose the archetype to be a mobile quarterback, does that mean teams who run more spread, quick offenses like the Titans or the Dolphins target you more than a team who revolves more around running the ball like the Cowboys or the Ravens? This could add so much in the mode, and that is what I am most excited for. Speaking of getting drafted, here is a clip from the NFL draft in Madden 20. It is nice to see that they are giving you a well-formed presentation after you get drafted. The few cutscenes that we have seen so far are dope. If the gameplay is just half as good, the game could have a lot of potential this year. Now let me just pause this train of information quick and ask you guys some questions. Who do you want to get drafted by? Out of the few archetypes you saw in the screenshot, which ones will you guys choose? Make sure you go ahead and let me know down below in the comment section. Now let's go and talk more about these superstar abilities. We have actually been teased a bit with our first look at a superstar ability that can be equipped to a quarterback. The superstar ability reads, when in the zone, perfect passing accuracy when using high-low throws, excluding when under pressure. This is massive news. Does this mean that if a QB does not have this ability, they won't be able to spam high balls and low balls accurately? And will that mean they are punished more? If that is the case, that means we are going to see people who rely on these mechanics heavily trying their best to get a QB that is able to be equipped with this superstar ability. I am a huge fan of this and am excited to figure out more superstar abilities as the game gets closer to launch. I know I am going to try my best to get this ability on my players so I can make some tight window throws or let one of my big receivers make a play in the end zone if I want to throw it up to him. For those wondering, there actually are two other abilities that have been revealed on quarterbacks. One is a special pump fake ability that Ben Roethlisberger has, and the other one is a break tackle ability which Cam Newton has. I unfortunately don't have too much detail on Ben Roethlisberger's pump fake ability, but what I'm aware of with Cam Newton is when he is in the zone, if he tries to get tackled, the first defender that tries to tackle him automatically misses. That sounds super overpowered and super interesting, and I am wondering what archetype you would have to choose to get an ability that is that good. Now let's talk briefly about when you make it into the league, and yes, I literally mean briefly. They didn't want to spoil too much as to what happens post-draft other than you playing in the NFL to try to make the Pro Bowl, win some rings, boost your player's stats up to eventually equip him with more superstar abilities, and I believe you can get up to 7 superstar abilities onto your created quarterback, so that's pretty cool, and the end goal for it all is to pretty much make him the greatest QB to ever play the game. Right now, you've been watching a clip of you walking out of the tunnel with your team. I am not aware if this happens at the start of every game or if this is just a one-time scene that happens when you are making your NFL debut, but it's sick no matter what. Details like this are what football fans want, not necessarily Madden fans. This appeals to anyone who likes football because this happens in real football every week. Someone leads the charge out of the tunnel to hype the fans up, where they individually announce each player's name and then they run out of the tunnel, dap each other up, get hype, fireworks shooting up, mascot doing backflips, the whole 9. You don't have to love Madden to appreciate something like this. You just gotta be a football fan. I feel like this mode could actually bring in more fans of football, not so much fans of the game of Madden. Fans of football will appreciate this mode because they can create their own player to mark through the stages of becoming an NFL hopeful. If you guys couldn't tell, I am so excited for this game mode. It gives me that nostalgic feel for the old superstar modes in Madden. From the littlest things, such as customizing how your player looks, to picking your college, to then choosing your archetype, which is so important as that dictates our superstar abilities, I'm all for it. This mode is going to add a freshness in Madden, especially because everyone is going to have their own story. This could be something that Madden does over the next few years, where maybe they add more than just the QB position. The ideas are endless, and I really hope everyone at EA realizes that. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video and found it rather informative. I tried my best to gather the best possible information for you guys, as well as some screenshots and video clips to help you all understand this mode a little bit better. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to go ahead and smack a like on the button and let me know down below in the comments if you like these types of videos. Of course, if you're new around here, make sure you click that subscribe button as well. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I hope you all have a great night.